What's going on, YouTubers? Today we will be dissecting SB Ballard, a local construction company built by a family friend of mine, Stephen Ballard. I interviewed Stephen recently, a multi-millionaire successful businessman, and I got a couple tips from him, and I'd like to share them today with you, what he shared with me. So just a little background on Stephen. Let's look at his portfolio. We can see this is his website. And they do work for both government buildings and public education buildings. Okay, as you can see here, Stephen Ballard laid the foundation, a career in construction in his own house. So he started very small term. I asked him, how did you feel about college? And he told me, he said, fuck it. I was making $18 an hour. He literally said, fuck it. And he said he dropped out and he began his business instead of going to college because he thought that that would serve him better. He's from my area in Virginia, 757. This is where he works around. He built his business completely from scratch. And I really respect that about Stephen. He's got tons and tons of $1 million portfolio works he does for local colleges and stuff like that. He was never given any handouts from his parents. He didn't have rich parents or anything like that. He was all built from the ground up, only him. It's really a rags to riches story, and that's why it resonates with me a lot. So as we're sitting there, I'm sitting in his office, pretty big room, and then he tells to me, Alex, he says, go walk over to my desk and pick up that frame picture. What does it say? And I go over, I pick it up, and it says, check for Stephen Ballard, $2 million. It was an uncashed check that he showed me for $2 million. And then we got into his portfolio, and he told me, I've got private planes, I've got a house in the Bahamas and the Florida Keys, I've got 2 McLarens, and I could just go on and on. He's got multiple houses and multiple $1 million deals. He's very set off, and he tells me, how does a guy like me from my background get to a place like this? He said hard work and persistence. It's all about persistence. So what did I learn from these experiences in my interview with Stephen? Well, I learned one thing, which is money does not discriminate. Not for color, not for age, not for gender, not for weight, not for height, anything of that nature, anything physical in appearance. Money does not discriminate. What do I mean by that? I just mean, just because you're a woman, just because you're a midget, just because you're ugly doesn't mean you can't make money. And it's served true in my experience, and he reiterated that message to me, and he's a very successful guy, so that's one thing that I took to heart. Another thing he said, let's see, he said to start the earlier the better, just like him. He's a college dropout, so start building your assets, he said. Just earlier the better. I'm only 20 years old, so I'm pretty early, but I know people earlier than me who have a lot better off than I am. So that leads me to the conversation of who needs college. I wanted to touch on this really, really shortly because I don't like talking about schools and stuff, but I used to attend Old Dominion, and I still do. I take a class at ODU, just one class, but high school, it makes me think about high school and how business efforts are so much different from the schooling system in America today, because the school system tells us that we shouldn't work together on a project or on a homework assignment or whatever it may be on a paper. That's considered cheating, right? Right. And I went to the honor council at my school, my private school, to to deal with that shit. And in the real world, the only way to get stuff done is to collaborate and bring two heads together and bring one to the table and two skills to the table, and then but you have two skills and you match those skills. That's just common sense, and I just don't get it. That's why I'm not a fan of the schooling system today. That's why I'm going to be focusing on starting my own business here soon. And yeah, I think that would just about be it for my interview with Stephen Ballard. So, let's touch on my Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency. Coin market cap. No cap. One Bitcoin, 81.95 currently. 8,200. The price is up 3%, 2.27% to be exact. So what's going to happen here? What are we going to do? It's trying to load. Here's Coinbase. And my Bitconnect. Bitconnect has been doing amazing. Also, guys, I've gotten about $500 in profit. I'll show you now. Since CoinMarketCap doesn't want to work, let's go over to Bitconnect. Bitconnect. Oh, I'm sorry. Bitconnect. The power of passive income streams, guys. Diversification. Just has to log on. And then we'll be good. Boom. $33 in my lending wallet. Passive income. Let's show you guys how much I made total in about a month's time off of $1,000 investment. You can see total investment $1,000. Passively earned about $600. $600 off my $1,000. That's a 60% ROI in less than 2 months. So the sooner the better, guys. I mean, the prices are only going up, so just take advantage of my referral links, get free $10 of Bitcoin, here it is. When you buy or sell $100 of digital currency or more, we'll both earn $10 of free Bitcoin. So go ahead, take advantage of that, get your free $10, invest $110 into the Bitconnect platform, or just hold it in Coinbase. Either way, you're going to be winning. We're going to be profiting together. And this is going to be a fun journey, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So leave a like. And that'll be all for today. I hope you guys come back for the next video. Peace.